Hey guys, how's it going? How's life? My name is Yavian Johnson and I'm bringing y'all another video. Okay, so in this video, I will be doing my first Project Use It Up update, okay? So I think I mentioned that I will be doing an update quarterly. So since it is now April, I kind of wanted to get this update to you guys in the very first week because I'm already getting started on the other fragrances. So I kind of like wanted to show y'all the stuff before I'm already done with that. And y'all like, wait, what was the update? Right. So if you guys want to see what I have completed throughout the first quarter and things that I didn't touch, things that I put some use in, but it didn't really make the cut, stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay guys, so I have my things that I did not complete in this bag. I have most of my things that I did not complete in this bag. So when it's not on one of my trays, I'm basically using this bag to house it so that it's out of my collection. The ones that I have currently in my bag right now is the ones that I did not touch at all, okay? So last time I showed you these products, I didn't show you them with the line because I hadn't decided if I wanted to add the line, but I did kind of like having the line because it showed me how much progress that I had. The only thing was that it kept rubbing off, so that was annoying. That was the annoying part about it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it because I don't want this video to be too long, but I did not touch Berry Santal from Victoria's Secret, okay? The line, if you guys can see, is right there. I did not touch Fairy Tale from Bath and Body Works. If you can see, the line is right there. I did not touch Meet Me in Miami, which is basically full. I wasn't gonna really touch this until summer, so that makes sense. I have Cozy Evening, which I did not touch at all throughout this time. Until I've touched it, you just expect that I didn't touch it, okay? So this is Indigo Dreams. This is where I am with that. That's where I was in the very beginning of the project. This is Pure Seduction Luxe from Victoria's Secret. That's where I am with that line. Blackberry and Basil. I don't know if y'all can see it because it is black. But this is where I am with that line. This is my only mixed bar fragrance in this video. This is where it was and is. Luminous. This is where the marking is and where it still is. And the last two fragrance mists that I didn't touch was Golden Mango Lagoon. Some I didn't touch for obvious reasons because I plan on using them more in the summertime. Then we also have Midnight Summer, which was right here, fairly full. I also have Love Spell Golden. This will be my last Love Spell fragrance flanker. My Love Spell flanker of the Golden line, okay? This will be my last Golden flanker from Victoria's Secret, okay? Because I've completed all of them except for this one. So here we have this line and then Amethyst Waves. This is where this line is, okay? That's about 12 mists that I didn't touch at all in this collection. Let me show you guys some of the moisturizers that were untouched as well as where their line is. I have this Rouge Butter from Brooklyn Body. They've updated the packaging, I've told you guys, but this is where this line is. And it's a thick butter, so it will take me a while to get through this one. This is this Mimic Oil in 99. Hair body oil. This one is supposed to be an amber floral wood, which is supposed to smell like Baccarat Rouge 540. This is where the line is. Now these two are body creams from Bath and Body Works. These are body creams that are untouched, so basically they're at the tippy top, but this is kind of like what I could see that they were. I haven't used this, like I said, so it's at the tippy top. Well, as much of the tippy top as you can in these fragrances. This is Meet Me in Miami, the body cream, as well as Fairy Tale. I didn't touch my Tree Hut Exotic Bloom with body butter, and this is basically where I am. If you guys can see, This Jergens Skin Smoothie. Did not touch this one. Where is the line? The line is right here. I have used this one before last year before I decided to put it in my Project Use It Up. So this is where the line is now. I have this Water Ultra Hydration Hyaluronic Acid Body Butter from Bath & Body Works. This is where the line was when I made the video. Did not use that one. This is Butterfly from Bath & Body Works, the body cream. And it's basically, as y'all can see, at the tippy top. Yeah, at the tippy top. And then the last thing that I haven't used is this body oil melt from Bath & Body Works. It's from the aromatherapy. You guys have told me a lot of things about this, which I am grateful for y'all's feedback. So I don't know how it's going to act when I start using it, but this is, if y'all can see the black line, this is where I am in this fragrance. And then moving on, let's get into things that I've touched but did not finish. Okay, so we have this body butter from Love Beauty and Planet. I've had this for a while. This is shea butter and sandalwood. I don't know if they still make body butters, but this I found at Marshall's. This is where the line was when I created it, and now, as y'all can see, I am right here with the line now. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. You may have seen a little bit of gappage on this end, and you may think that I have more done, but I was thinking about this highest part in this middle. So yeah, but I did get quite a bit of this one out. And then the body lotion that I used but didn't get out of my collection was this Starlit Night. This is where the line was at first. I could have sworn I just marked it, but this is where the line was at first. My bad. I'm all in the way. Where the line was at first, and this is my use. Now I will say I'm technically counting the use from that video, but before I made the video about it, I had literally had it in my purse, so I used more so up here all the way down to that portion right there at the video, and then from the video onward I used from right there to this portion. So I'm just counting it from when I made the markings on the video. Okay, so yeah, that's why, because it wasn't this one it wasn't the Starlit one that I marked. I was confused. I was like, I thought I marked this. I know I marked a purple one, but it was Dark Kiss that I marked. Okay, so I had this laying to the side, so it may look confusing now, but I start from right here, and then I just decided to put it in my restroom for a little bit, and I made a little bit of a use and got it down to right here, which is a good thing because I'm not in love with this fragrance. Then I have another fragrance, another body lotion that I barely used. This was Life of the Party. I do like this lotion, but I was working through getting some of the other ones out of my collection before the video, so that's the reason why I didn't concentrate more a lot on this one. But basically it was way here. I had never used it, and then now it's right here. So not much of a use, but some of it is getting used. Okay, then let's get into the body mist that I used throughout this first quarter. As you guys can see, I have Dark Kiss right here. This was the very first line, and then you guys can see where the second line is. Okay, so now I'm down there. Life of the Party. Okay, here was where my line was, the very first one, and then the second one is where I am now. Not much used, but I still used a little bit. This is Starlit Night. This is from the video onwards. I used it a little bit after that video, okay? But then I kind of put it away and start using the ones that I was going to concentrate on based off of the body washes that I had in my restroom, okay? Also, I should have put this in a fragrance that I didn't use, but I didn't use Bronze Coconut at all. So this is where I was at the very beginning of the year, and this is where I am now. Okay, so Cool and Bright Glow from Pink. This is where I was, and then I used a little bit of it. I was thinking I was going to get this one out of my collection, but I accidentally ended up getting another one out of my collection, which I'm happy about, but still. So yeah, this one right here is where this fragrance is now. Okay, so now I have Emerald Mist from Bath & Body Works. This is the fragrance mist. You guys can see the two lines. The first one is where I was. This is where I am now. Forever Red, I've been having this in my, I've been using it for the first couple of days of April. So I have more done, but this is what I utilized during the first quarter. So I had this line here from the very first time I marked it. And this is where I was kind of like after the first quarter. Now I am down a lot further now because of me using it for the first few days of April. But that is basically where I was after the first quarter. Okay, I have Flower Sorbet, and I didn't mark Flower Sorbet. Okay, I didn't mark Flower Sorbet, and I think I almost confused myself and thought that I used this during the first quarter, but I literally used this like today. So this is the line. This is the very first line that I had from the beginning of the year. This is the very first line that I had from the very beginning of the year. And the usage that you guys see is not during the first quarter. It is basically what I used today. So disregard that. I did not use that throughout the first quarter. This is Blushing Bubbly. I did not use this one at all. I guess I got confused. I guess some of my stuff got confused. Okay, I didn't use this one at all. Okay, I don't know why this one is in the I used some of it section, but I didn't use this one at all. Prismatic Stars, I did use a little bit of this. I don't know if you guys can see. I was like right here, and then now I am about here. Okay. Okay, for Blush Cardigan, I was here with this fragrance. Now I am right here with this fragrance. So that's decent. This one, once again, it's in the wrong section. Didn't utilize this throughout the first quarter, which was surprising. Maybe I utilized it in the very beginning, but I didn't utilize it after I made that video. So yeah. So that is the section of me using some of it or not using it at all. Let me get into what I'm proud of and basically what I actually used and complete and got on my collection. Okay, so I used 12 items, and that's basically on like schedule for what I plan to use by the end of the year. I plan on using 50 items, so I need to use about 12 or 12 and a half items each quarter, really 12 and a half items each quarter. And as y'all can see, I put some dents in some of the other ones, so technically I feel like I hit that 12 and a half already. Okay, I hit 12 and a half already, but 12 full items are out of my collection. Some was higher than the other. Matter of fact, most of them were higher. Most of them were completely like at the tippy top, but still. Let's get into it. So some of these I used till the marking came off. Okay, this is Sweet Petal Pound Cake. This is where this line was. I made sure that every single time I thought the line was coming off, I went and remarked it before I forgot where I was. But this is where I was, and this is where I'm at now. It's empty, girl. It's empty. Here we have Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea I've had since 2022. So of course, this is what my use was like before I put this in a project, and basically it's done, girl. It's over and done with. We had this Sweet Pea body cream, done rubbed the markings off of it from me using it in the shower, me using it with oil, me putting it on my body, girl. It done rubbed off. So basically right here, this is the line. It was at the tippy top. Basically, I hadn't used this body cream before, and now it is out of my collection. And one of the things that I figured out how to use my body creams is that, like, especially when I have other things that I'm also utilizing, is that it works well as a in-shower moisturizer that I rinse off after, you know, my shower. I also have this Pure Wonder body cream that I completed. This was at the tippy top, hadn't used it before. This is the 2023 version. All my body creams are 2023 versions, okay? I do have a couple 2022 body lotions, but all of my body creams you guys are going to see from here forward is 2023. So this one completed this one with the body mist as well. Okay, so the body mist was basically at the top. I did enjoy the scent. This was among the last couple of body mists that I completed. And as y'all can see, this is where I was and this is where I am now. It's gone. Victoria's Secret Pear Glacé. Now, I didn't really have any issue with using any of my Victoria's Secret perfumes or body mist because I told you guys, I feel like with the fine fragrance mist from Bath & Body Works, it's harder to spray those out and put a dent in. But the Pear Glacé ones, it's like pretty easy to like dent them up real quick. So I got this one out pretty quickly. And you know what I was using with this that really like made me somewhat like this perfume? I was using Pick Me Up Parfums Clean Hair. Now she goes by Vice de Vive, and I'm wondering if she's going to bring it back during her next sale, this scent, because I may get it in like a 30 milliliter since this was a 15 milliliter, but these work pretty well, which lets me know that a pear scent will work with this kind of like fresh, soapy, clean scent. But yeah, this is what helped me with this fragrance because I was not the biggest fan of how the melon was in this fragrance. So that's the reason why I put it in my project. But as y'all can see, it did what it was supposed to do. And now it's gone, never most likely to return. I have In the Stars, the body lotion as well as the body mist. This is the 2022 version of it. I know they came back out with it in 2024, but I finished mine from 2022. Okay, this is where I was with the marking on my body lotion, and this is where I am now. Now, when I marked it, technically I had used it a little bit more than before I made the video, but I'm just looking at where it was when I made the video. Okay, so this is where it was, this is where it's now, completely gone. This is where my body mist was, and this is where it is now, completely gone. We have some more body mist. We have Sun Blooms and Suede, which I was actually quite surprised that I completed this one. Wasn't expecting it, but I completed it, girl. So Sun Blooms and Suede, I had it in my restroom, and sometimes I would use it on my body, but like when I finished one of my body mists, one of my fragrance mists from Febreze, one of my Febreze mists from, you know, the grocery store, I just started also spraying this a little bit in there. So that's another reason why it got through so fast, because I was also using it like as a body mist and an air freshener. Like, wasn't even thinking about it. I just happened to shine my light in it one day and I was like, I wonder where I am. And I saw that I was like right here. I was like, girl, if you don't go ahead and get this outro collection. So I went ahead and worked this out, and this was one of my last body mists that I completed in the first quarter. We have Pure Seduction Golden as well as Velvet Petals. Now, Velvet Petals was not my favorite, but here is where I was in the start. This is where I am now for this Pure Seduction Golden, basically pretty full. Here's where I was. Here is where I am now. Completed both of these. I really enjoyed Pure Seduction Golden, but I've learned that Pure Seduction is the one that is the flanker that I gravitate toward because it's more fruity. It's more on the fruitier side. But Velvet Petals, I mean, it was cool. I did get compliments on this one, but yeah, Pure Seduction Golden was my favorite. And then lastly, I have this Method body lotion. This is basically from start to finish. I didn't use this before. The only time I really like touched this one was because I wanted to test it out when I first bought it. But after that, it just kind of set in my collection because I was waiting to finally use it with the body wash that I had been sitting in there for like a couple years. So now this is basically where it started and this is where it was. First of all of this was air. I don't know what the air theory is about, like why they don't fill the stuff all the way to the tippy top, but that's a lot. Girl, that's a lot. But I finished it. This was the last thing that I finished as well. Okay? So as y'all can see, all the items that I completed, all the things I put like little mini dents in, I feel pretty satisfied with how many things that I completed. Now, I don't know if it's going to pick up faster as the year goes by. If it does, if I look back at it after this next quarter and then I say, girl, I didn't complete it like this, and this, then I may think about adding a few more items, but I'm not gonna like push myself. Okay, I'm not gonna push myself. So this was pretty well this is done pretty well in my opinion for my very first empties. For my very first update, okay? I think I did really well. At first I wasn't sure, but then I started really doing what I was supposed to do, okay? So if you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully you guys appreciated the update. hopefully you guys appreciate the update. If you guys want to see more of these updates, I will be putting them out quarterly like I mentioned. I feel like that makes the most sense since I'm doing an annual project. I also did an empties video. If you like to see people complete their product, it would have been the video before this. So if you guys haven't watched those videos, go ahead and watch them. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like as well and comment. And you guys, I'll see y'all in the next one.